Hello, Ruby.
Hello.
Get your mask off while you're in government building, you crook.
Shut the f up. Let me talk to you real quick, Ruby.
Hey, Rami, how you doing? Yeah, who arrested you? I need to know.
So,
what happened?
Well, first off, it was a warrant you put out.
No, they're not put out. They're not approved.
They said you put it out and it was signed off on by High Command.
I am High Command and I don't sign my own warrants. That would be extremely weird.
It was Jimbo.
They're not approved.
And
are you serious?
They said you wrote the warrant and it was signed off on. And the worst case was when I was in the cell, they sent it to a judge and the judge even approved it.
Are you kidding? I'm so sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but they were not approved.
And why weren't they approved?
Because I want to be held accountable for the things that I do as High Command. So what I did is I put them out and I asked someone else to look over them. No one had a chance to look over any of the warrants that I put out.
Then why
they were not approved.
How do you know if something's approved or not, Ruby?
Because it has our state ID on it.
Let me call Jimbo.
So it was Jimbo?
Yeah, it was Jimbo. But I mean,
when were you arrested? Do you know?
Yesterday. Jimbo didn't agree with it either, but he said he had. Jimbo,
why did he agree with it?
You're gonna have to give me a second.
I'm talking to Ruby, and she's saying
it's gonna be a minute or so. There's a shots fired call on police.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Give me a couple minutes and I'll be that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that
All
kid.
He's gonna be leaking very soon. Don't worry.
Jimbo said he needs a few minutes. He's in some type of shooting call.
Because it doesn't even say that Jimbo processed you.
Why are you always leaking shit?
Wait, what? I'm confused.
Hold on. So you put the warrant for review, and then officer didn't agree with it and processed K?
Listen, Rami, you remember how it goes. We go ahead. We put a warrant together.
It needs to be approved.
It needs to be approved. I do not approve my own warrants. Why? Because I want to be held accountable for what I do.
Well, someone approved it, is what I'm saying. Someone else.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Approved it. Someone in High Command.
What does it say?
No, anybody in command. So that's why I'm trying to find out.
Approved it, and then while I was in cell, no one was around who was involved with it, so they sent it over to a judge, and that dumb fuck approved it too.
So you were arrested last night, did you say?
Yeah. And it was marked as approved by command. Is what Jimbo said.
Doesn't it tell you who approved it when it's checked
No,
off?
because what happens is once the person has been arrested, you remove the warrant, and so it removes it completely.
I think it was either Cassidy or McNulty.
It was a command memo, is what Jimbo and Deca said.
Cassidy
is Judge Bailey around? And I want to do an open
I don't
court.
know. Yeah, who was the judge that approved it?
Judge Bailey, a dude that hasn't been around in forever.
Okay, so there's no justices, there's no judges.
You know.
Hey, if you contact a lawyer, they can actually contact judges.
Good, because this is actually even more of a shit show than I thought. Now she's saying she never pushed it. She just made it for review for someone. She doesn't even think it should have been. I don't fucking know.
What?
The crazy part is.
Well, I bring it to court and it'll come out.
Yeah, another command member approved it and a judge did.
That sounds.
Judge Bailey.
Well, the thing is, judges. Keep in mind that judges are gonna sign shit based on like they're gonna sign it and then see what PD does. You know what I mean? So
What'd you need?
Like they're
Jimbo.
Yes.
They're gonna go down the round of good
I'm
enough.
trying to figure out
It's
why Mr. K
like good faith. They're gonna trust the PD to do the right
that
thing.
was not approved.
All right,
I would say contact a lawyer.
Yeah.
Contact the lawyer, and they
What's
can get
the
a judge to
approval?
come in.
All right, I got you.
Okay,
Easy.
I'll be right back.
I'll wait out here.
Just wait out here.
Hey, Crane never removed my lawyer shit. I can see what happened, but I'll let them figure it out.
Yeah, that also could just be a.
Yeah.
No fucking lawyers, bro. I'll have to take this random.
Go for Grace.
Hey Grace, I'm looking for a lawyer to help me maybe set up an open court today.
Okay. What are you appealing something,
Yeah.
or is it civil? You're appealing something.
Yeah, and all the officers are around that were involved right now, and I just need you maybe to request a judge.
All right. I can try to do that for you. Do you have a copy of the police report?
I can get it. I'm at the PD talking to the officers.
Okay, yeah. If you can send that to me, I could reach out to a judge and see if we can set something up.
Okay. You just need the number.
Actually, if you can get a copy of it, before we head in, that would be helpful. But if you can't, I can go and try to request it. How long ago was the incident?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. All right. Yeah. If they're willing to send me a copy of that on my MDT, I can do that today. But otherwise, if they're not willing, then the FOIA process takes several days.
I think they'll be willing because this is it's a weird one. There's a warrant that was pushed for me, but that they don't think should have been pushed, but someone in command approved it, and then I got charged with it. It's a mess. It's a mess, really. But okay, I'll get it for you.
Yeah, if they'll send that to my MDT, then yeah, I can call a judge and
Hey,
and get that set up. Okay.
What brings you guys
Okay,
here?
thank you.
You're
Bye,
welcome. Bye.
I assume I assume you're very happy with something, and you're here to just share how happy you are with
No,
something.
I'm not even pissed. I'm just pissed.
What's up?
So basically, I'm not even pissed. I'm just pissed.
I'm not pissed. I'm just angry.
So basically, I got charged for a bogus warrant yesterday, and it was a warrant that Ruby put out for review, and apparently someone approved it. And
yeah, me.
None of the office. You approved it.
Yep.
Okay, let's do the court case. Ruby, McNulty approved it.
Yeah, I did.
Night off.
It was McNulty.
It was me.
It doesn't have your name anywhere on it, McNulty.
Oh, are you trolling?
You're talking about the
DNA on a bag?
8082.
Yes, that was me.
So you only approved 1 out of 4?
No. I did all of them.
But they're not approved. They're not. Only 1 got approved,
They're not approved anymore.
Oh. No, yeah, I remember going through, looking at that, and then ticking the approving warrant on all of them.
Okay, because when I look at Mr. K's, it's not even processed.
Ruby, can you send the report to Grace Daniels in the lawyer? You know her, right?
I do, but she's got to give me a call. But I mean, I can get it to her.
You want me to tell her to call you?
Yeah, she can.
Because she just needs it so she can contact a judge, and we could just solve this right now.
Well, if I could find a judge, right? Actually, let me see if I can find a judge.
I'm gonna go to the 78.
All right.
Is it still ongoing?
They just called it again.
So you actually approved this, McNulty?
Yeah.
Go for Grace.
Grace, Ruby said to give her a call.
Okay, I will give Ruby a call.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
So why'd you approve it?
Bags were using the commission of the crime. DNA was found on the bags. DNA is on file. It connects straight back to you.
Yeah, but how do you know I could have sold that bag to someone? The bags don't come from the heist. Yeah, I give out bags all the time.
Well, that's up to you to disparage, though, Mel.
What do you mean? How can I disparage? It's a warrant. I get arrested and I'm jailed. There's no way to question it.
Yeah, and then you take it to court and get up there and say, no, that's a little horseshit.
You can't put it. What the fuck, McNulty?
Yeah, that's what your statement's
That's
there
brain
for.
dead.
Then you get up there and say, hell fucking no.
No, you don't put a warrant out to arrest someone. What do you mean? There's no just system. I get arrested.
You can't charge somebody for something that you're not concrete on.
Time. Yeah, you're not sure about it. You don't put the warrant out. Now you could call me in and question me, but you don't just put an arrest warrant out. Because I could literally go buy a fucking burger from the food court, throw it out the window during the heist, you grab the DNA, then you write a fucking, you should, by your logic, that person get arrested.
Okay, hold on. Let me just see what
You're setting a very sloppy precedent.
Yeah, okay, one moment. What's up?
Cider, you got anything else you want to ask?
No. It's more for you. I've heard what I want to hear.
Perfect.
Just to get this position.
Hey, if I fucked up, I fucked up. I'll take that on the chin. I just saw something there and was like, yeah, I think I agree with this and signed off on it.
It's just yeah, I had been talking back and forth with Anita about them, and it's just strange that only one and the others didn't. It was either going to be an all or nothing.
If it's on me, yeah, I ticked them. I remember ticking all of them.
Mm-hmm.
If it fucked up on the MDT, that's one thing. That's on me. I'll happily take that on the chin.
Okay, I'm waiting to see if I can find a judge to help sort this out.
No problem. I'll remain here. I'm going to think about a cup of coffee, though.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, I'm just waiting to see if I can get a judge available.
What do you need from me?
No, nothing.
Gentlemen.
Already.
Probably just show up to the case, really.
I do get your point, though, Mr. K.
Thank you, McNulty.
Hey, no worries, brother. Stay safe,
That guy's
right?
ugly as fuck. Holy shit.
Hey, Rami. No need for that. Oh, one second. I got a phone call.
He looks like Zolo and Conan mixed together. So I've put in a request to see if I can find a judge, okay?
McNulty's command, right? Or is he high command or command?
Command.
Man, Ruby, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with y'all.
What do you mean?
So, when you put this warrant out, why didn't you approve it yourself right away?
Hold on a sec. Hello?
Yo.
What happened?
McNulty's the one that approved the warrant.
Okay.
And who wrote it?
Ruby wrote it. McNulty approved it.
So I'm trying to get a
Whatever, like bring someone in, talk to
That's
him.
what I'm
like
saying.
what?
His logic
like,
was
what happened?
His logic was this. Well, yeah, I put it out because if it's not right, you guys can appeal it.
Bro, did everyone did everyone forget why they're in Los Santos? I genuinely I don't even know how to talk about this subject. You know what I'm saying? It just pisses me so fucking much off that anyone you have to be fucking retarded. That's it. To think any of this is okay. You have to be a retard.
His logic was you guys can appeal it, which he wasn't confrontational. He's like, if I made a mistake, I made a mistake, but he was cool about it. But at the same time, it's like, damn, McNulty, you know better than this. You literally know better.
It's insane.
Well, they are trying to get a judge, so they're not,
Oh, thank God.
they're not how it was a month ago where it's like, fuck you. They're actually trying to help get a judge and get this going, so that's good.
Yeah.
There is progress, but still, it's still just doing dumbass shit like this.
Yeah, it's just the problem is I just don't. If there was middle ground to actually discuss these things, I could understand. But at this point, I'm gonna just take a sledgehammer to it.
Gotta do what you gotta do, boss.
Well, all right. Hey, I appreciate it. Give me a call if it goes to court.
Yeah.
Multiple officers saw visual of bags being thrown out. They stopped, picked up the bags, and of course, scrubbed them for fingerprint. And so my whole reason for putting that out was to talk to other command to see if they can find, is there enough probable cause for that or not. But the warrants were not approved at all. The one night I take off, which is last night, but there was absolutely, when I left, there were no, those warrants were not approved. And there should have been, if there was going to be any, there should have been 4 and not just 1.
And the other 4 warrants were because of DNA on bags too?
Yeah, it was going to be a blanket charge. So
there was
that's
just
why,
a bunch of bags with a bunch of random. Did any of these bags have multiple DNA?
there were 2 bags.
That had multiple.
Yes.
Well, I mean, right off the bat, you could tell the bags were passed around, so you can't know if it came from that person.
Well, we can, because that's why we've been given a state
What was the
fingerprinter.
content of the bag? What that you DNA? What did you DNA?
Well, I can't tell you. We just DNA the outside.
I mean, he's already been sentenced to it, so you can actually.
He told me there was nothing. Jimbo told me there's nothing in the bag.
But what was it? Like a bag of what? Like what was it?
Just an empty duffel bag.
Oh, okay.
They're apparently these dudes were just throwing a bunch of bags out the car while they were running from the cops.
And you DNA tested it, and then it came back to Mr. K. But what?
But the bags had multiple DNA on them.
How do you know Mr. K was the one that
exactly
threw it out the bag?
That's the
bag,
point.
McNulty.
Because we get a take of whether DNA is fresh or not, which implies most recent touch.
Yeah, but it's still not enough.
It's within a
That's
time
enough
frame.
to bring me in and question me, but it's not enough to arrest me. And I was just arrested for it.
I mean, if you were seen, right?
I wasn't
and
seen.
Chased,
Was he seen?
And the bag was then thrown out, and your DNA is fresh on the bag.
But McNulty, I wasn't seen.
Allegedly was.
Okay, right there we go. Okay, that's what I mean. We can ID with that, but DNA doesn't lie, right? Whether if you're, let's say you're wearing a mask or whatever.
Okay, so no matter what, it doesn't matter. We're sitting here for in a circle, so then let's do an open trial, the open court case then. Because if you're agreeing
That's
that
what I'm gonna do. Open court.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter why it doesn't show that you checked it off or not. If you checked it off,
if you guys want to get judged on here, and they can
let's do it.
They can review it and be like, okay, you know,
because he's not wrong. This sets a precedence, right? Like
get him reimbursed, whatever. But
I could go get a notebook from Carmine, throw it out the window, and by this logic, he gets a warrant and arrested.
But different if you are, allegedly there, chased, officers witness the bag being thrown out.
Right.
So
it's up to the judge, but we're not going to agree.
If you witness me throwing the notebook out, it's the same thing.
If you allegedly
driving the car masked up and I throw a notebook out and you pick it up and find Carmine's DNA, based on the precedent you guys are setting, he should get a warrant.
Except there's a little more to it because
there isn't. The guys were masked up. You didn't know who they were. You didn't see who they were.
Did you make any arrests?
You didn't see where they got the bag.
Okay.
The bags do not come from the place they robbed. All you saw was someone throw a bag.
I'm signing off on the warrant because I see probable cause.
Ruby, did you guys make any arrests at all on that?
On what? Sorry.
Hold on,
at that situation.
McNulty, what's the other different circumstances you're saying?
No, the thing is, I see where you're coming from, right? But like Rami said, we're just disagreeing, and the judge is going to stand by whomever.
No, but you said it's different now. So what do you think's different about that scenario?
Okay, like I understand your defense, but as I'm saying, there's a little something different than, if you throw a fucking bag out and with Carmine's evidence on it, for example, we would practically have to go about the same thing.
Exactly, and he would have to get a warrant put out and go to jail.
But context matters, and that as well.
But what's the context?
In both cases is what I'm saying, Mr. K.
Well, what was the context of this one that made it different?
Yeah, you being seen, you're
hold on. Stop saying you. I was not seen.
Okay. If your DNA is there, that's why I'm saying you. Just put allegedly in front of it whenever I say you at this point, okay?
Okay, but I was not seen. The only context is my DNA on a bag. So
and that's the most recent DNA
how's that
on the
different
bag.
from seeing someone throw a notebook at the window that has his DNA? It's the same context. You saw.
I will agree on that. But that's why this is
throw a notebook out that had his DNA on it.
That's why the judge will review this. So whatever happens.
Let me ask you a question.
course.
The DNA that you guys got, was it found on scene or was it found outside the scene of what occurred?
Outside. It was just
again, I
only
can't
on the
recall.
bag.
That'd be something they'll have to answer.
Rami, it was just on a bag that they found.
I understand.
by the
I know.
highway.
I'm proving his point wrong.
I already know.
Okay.
I already know though.
So I've heard from, is it Judge Bailey that last night that looked at your warrant? He said that he approved it and that it would be him that you need to speak to if you've got
we want to do open
issues
court.
with what the thing is, he's not even in the city.
Well, tell him to wake his bitch ass up. What's the point of being a judge if he's never around? We have a bunch of judges that never wake up.
Wait. Bailey said he approved that?
Yeah, he did when I was in the cell. Decker was there.
What?
Why do we have a bunch of judges that don't do their judge work? I don't understand.
Can't answer that. Got to ask the judges, brother.
What's a judge?
Good
Nah,
one.
Curtis, there's no way to get rid of the DNA.
Right, well, I've been waiting a fucking hour for this other guy.
It'll be a quick open court. I mean, we don't. It's pretty. I don't have. It's
I mean,
just
even
you
if
guys.
it was open court, Bailey wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think the person that does the bench warrant can do the bench trial or open court for it.
But he didn't actually do it. He was just someone that.
I'm asking.
Yep.
What's his name? Hit up. Jimbo, right?
No,
It
no,
wasn't
no.
like an official thing.
Nah, 486 for me.
Well, you guys requested a bench warrant, right? So if you requested a bench warrant and it was reviewed by Bailey, Bailey can't do the open court trial. At least that's my
I'm
understanding.
trying to find
Come on,
someone.
stop
I'm waiting.
fucking. What you want, man?
Hey.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass back there. Why are you call? First off, why are you standing behind the desk like a little bitch? You ain't out here with the big boys?
Hey. Because I'm not trying to get fired. Could you do me a favor? Could you call an ambulance for Rami, man? I think he's drowning over there. Man. He's been yapping for a minute now.
Hey,
It's
Richard,
crazy.
deal with Carmine. Deal with
What is
Carmine,
he doing
Richard. Thank you.
now?
He just, he's just dumb as
What was
fuck.
that about multi-tier DAP systems, Carmine?
Is you leaking again?
He told us that and about how Maeve and all them got fired. Maeve and Riker.
Oh my god, we already been over this.
He leaked it.
Wow, that's public knowledge.
He
but
leaked
anyway.
all over us.
I'm trying to get a judge, as I said.
Wow. Prime time hours on a Thursday and no judges.
I'm trying, folks.
Desk duty. On go.
Mr. K, while we're waiting, have you tried allegedly not committing crime?
I didn't do it.
The hell?
What's all the judges, by the way? You know their names?
Yeah, you got Justice Angel, Justice Adams, Justice Bailey. There's two new ones. I can't remember their names right off the top of my head.
They both got elected in by default, and I have not seen them either.
No, they've been around. I've ran into them a few times.
The only one I see who's doing cases though is Angel.
There's
Yeah, I've
Justice.
got so many cases waiting on the docket right
It's
now.
honestly
insane.
ridiculous. The
Earhart?
judges are fucking everything up.
I think a lot of the judges are just working on legislation stuff and like
Yeah,
back
but
end
let's be
paperwork.
real. Like, what is how long? I mean, you ain't sitting here. You have time to fucking do a court case.
All right, so there's a court case going on now. Bailey can't do it because he's the one that, or I believe it's Bailey, approved it. So I'm trying to get any other judge, and apart from Angel, I don't know anyone else. I'll just keep on asking.
Assistant Chief,
Yes, Carmine.
is there any chance I could do bailiff duty for this court case?
That would have to be something you ask the judge.
If they're okay with it?
I'm okay.
If they're
with it.
okay with it.
All right.
What?
Hey,
All right,
hey,
I'll go
Ruby.
ask. I'll go ask.
I'm not on your list.
What do you think about this brick? And can you hand that back to me?
I can. Why?
Oh my God! Please hand me back that brick.
Sure. but it won't tell you what you're trying to find.
Hey, Mr. K, you want a brick?
That's not how it works.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That is
not-
literally how it works.
It
Ruby.
is not how
That
it
is
works.
how it works. Your DNA is
No.
now on this. If I throw this out a window, you're getting a warrant.
No,
That's how
my
DNA
DNA
works.
will not be on that.
Yes, it will be.
Unfortunately,
won't.
it won't. It's only the DNA on it. It's only gonna come off the person that throws it on the ground. So if you threw it on the ground and then he picked it up and then you picked it up and threw it on the ground, then yes, it would be. It's fucking all over the place.
And you guys write warrants for this shit.
Hey man, I didn't write a warrant.
I
just
write the
arrest people.
warrants.
I know.
I write
Hey,
them.
Decker, the worst part is it's coming from command.
Well,
Let's
that's
try
actually,
something.
that's actually hold on a minute. That's not true. Ruby's high command.
Yeah, worse. High command and then command approved it.
Okay, let's try something. Let's do a little testing, all right? A little field test. Don't throw the brick. Just put it on the ground and then have one of them check whose DNA is the freshest. Don't throw it. Just put it on the ground.
Go ahead, run the brick.
What do you... Off you go then, Digger.
What, I get a free
You wanna
brick?
do it? All the way.
I don't want to do anything with the brick. I just want to hold on.
What the hell? It's to prove whether or not the system's flawed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You just took a brick.
What?
Dude, if the system's flawed, then we need to talk to the state about the fingerprint machine that they gave us.
Well, that's why we're gonna do a test right
yeah,
now.
but we
to see
can't.
if it's
That's
flawed.
not. Yeah, but I don't think this is the time or the place to do it.
I think it is if it resulted in a false arrest.
Well, it's
the
not a
perfect
false
time.
arrest.
This is
It is a false arrest. What do you mean? You guys have no proof that it was actually me.
We have your fingerprints
You have
on the
reasonable
bag.
suspicion, no probable cause.
There's thousands of people in the city. It's a bag. He
What?
could have sold that shit on Etsy.
We have Etsy?
I hope so. I buy so many knickknacks off of that shit.
I'm sure you have.
What's that supposed to mean?
So, Ruby, you're standing by this. Like, you agree with this warrant?
No, so from my point of view, I was having a discussion with command about whether this kind of thing should be pushed or not. And the way to get a discussion moving is to put a pending warrant that is not approved.
There was no discussion.
I was
though.
having, yeah, no, there was discussion on the
Let me
warrant.
ask you this question, because this is what confuses
Okay,
me.
but
And
you-
honestly,
all right.
I don't mean to be rude, but this is why sometimes I think you guys are lazy as fuck or just stupid as fuck. Hear me out. When you first find a bag and you see it has my
Richard, why is Zolo Levy's DNA on this brick?
Why would it be Zolo's? You said it was the freshest person's.
It says
Because
Zolo
you s-
and Mr. K. It's whoever
Yeah.
picked
See what
it
I'm
up
saying?
recently. Whoever threw on the ground
So
recently.
you
But
can.
I
you
had
Prove
it.
our point, I ain't gonna
Alright,
lie.
well,
I
listen,
had-
No,
let me get back
you
to
put
my
it
point.
down.
Let me
You're
get
not
back-
listening, Richard. You put it down.
Let me get back to my point. When you find this bag and you run it and it has my DNA on it, you're around, I'm around, apparently, right? As you think, because you put a warrant out, so you already think it's me. Why don't any of you call me to bring me in for questioning? See where I was.
Okay,
Find a hole
I
in my
understand
story.
that.
No, you don't, because you guys never do it. And then you just put out these bullshit lazy warrants instead of going the extra step, calling the person or doing an investigation to really fucking solidify it. Instead, you guys take the lazy route and just throw out a warrant. This is why people don't respect you guys. I'm trying to help you here. If you guys just go the extra step, there'll be a lot less bitching and moaning from people. But you guys leave a lot of loopholes and just say, fuck it, let's just do it because we can. And you know if you're not around, they're going to get charged for it anyway. And you know there's no fucking judges, so if they try to appeal it, it's going to be 5 fucking weeks. You know what I'm saying? You guys are feeding into the shitty cycle that has already happened over and over again. That's why you got 54 cases you're waiting for.
Ruby, I think you could frame somebody with that because my DNA wasn't on that brick.
Okay.
Three
Everyone
of
good?
us held it.
I'm good, but you see what I'm saying? Like, am I making sense? If you guys just call me, I would glad. If you ever call me, I'm coming
Yes
down
and
for
no.
questioning.
Yes and no.
Yeah, but it's part of your job. Like, if you have reasonable suspicion, you call me in and question me. I'll be down here. You
But I
can
had
question
more.
me.
I had more than reasonable
If
suspicion.
I'm like, oh
I
yeah,
had
I was at
probable
Burger
cause.
Shot, and they're like, no, you weren't, because I got this guy that said you were here at that time, or whatever.
All right, so I'm not getting any response from a judge at all.
Typical.
There's only one, and he's in court right now.
Who?
Judge Weiss.
Let's have him do it right after.
It's the middle of the day on a weekday, and there's no judges.
That's every day.
This ain't the weekend. This is a work week.
It is a work week.
All right, I guess let us know when there's a judge.
If you found a bag with my DNA on it,
I didn't find a bag. I didn't find a bag. I saw a bag being thrown out of a car, of which I followed from a robbery.
That doesn't matter. Why not just call me down? Why put out these lazy ass warrants that you know nobody's gonna be able to fight? Because majority of the time when a warrant's out, they get arrested when the person who wrote it is not even around, and you know there's no judges, and you know there's no court cases happening, because you said yourself you have a bunch of cases that you're waiting to fucking get done. That's been forever. You guys feed into the dog shit cycle that we're stuck in. Instead, you could have just called me down. Maybe I would have fucked up, and boom, you would have got me or something. Allegedly, if I did it. But instead, you guys take the cheap route and just, all right, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it, because I can. They'll appeal it. Hey, they could always appeal it, but you guys know very well, no, most people can't even appeal shit. Appeals usually don't even happen, and if they do happen, nobody even fucking remembers what happened by the time the court happens. Just saying, go take the extra step. Why not?
All right.
That's it. Because we may not even be here right now. If you just called me.
All right.
You know what's funny is I preached about communication when I was a lawyer, and clearly that's still the issue.
Well, it definitely goes both ways, don't you think?
How does it go our way though? If you're the one pressing the warrant.
For me to even know, yeah, until I'm like. So by the way, I got shot down. GSR negative. I was about to let go, and they said, "Oh wait, you have a warrant." So I didn't even get caught doing a crime. I was a victim of some shit, and then arrested because I had a warrant, and I couldn't even do anything because no one was around. And then I have to go through the time and sit there, and I mean, Decker knows there's a whole thing. And then it's like, oh, just appeal it. Oh, yeah, let me just appeal it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no, I recommended open court.
Yeah, which we can never do because there's no judges ever.
Well, I've tried several times to get a judge. As I said, there only seems to be the one in the city right now.
Do you know how long that case has been going?
Probably about 10 minutes.
I've been here longer than 10 minutes.
I can just have him make a state announcement. Just have him make a state announcement. We'll head over there.
Yeah, it's a state announcement. You can see it says by Judge Weiss.
No. But he's saying, is he able to do this today, or is this going to have to be like
I don't know. I'm trying to get a response. I mean, I can only, send so many emails.
Did Grace ever call you?
Yes.
Man, I don't understand how we never have judges.
I think a lot of them quit.
Well, I mean, the dog shit ones, yeah.
Well.
Where's Almighty Angel?
Maybe taking the night off? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Just call them in for some overtime. Give them double pay.
So why can't Judge Bailey do it?
Because he was the one that reviewed the bench warrant. Or, well, bench reviewed the warrant.
Yeah, but fuck that. Let's just get this shit going.
Right, but,
yeah, but he'll just find you guilty.
Yeah, if he agrees to the PC and the warrant, then that makes him inherently biased towards you.
I don't really care. Let's just do the case.
No, but what they're saying, Kay, is if he's the one that already approved it, he's gonna plead guilty right away.
You will lose.
Yeah.
So you need somebody who didn't approve it.
That's what I'm trying to find somewhere else.
Not even like.
Okay, listen. Okay, if he finds
Bro,
there's enough.
do we just hire like fucking brain deads to like?
No,
I don't
listen.
understand.
Okay, I'm explaining it to you, right? If the judge looks at this warrant and he says, "Yeah, there's enough to arrest him on the PC here," and we arrest you, and that same judge is to place judgment
I
on
understand,
you.
but how did this dumb fuck even approve this shit?
What? I don't know. That's why we have a step system. If they approve a warrant, then that means you can still appeal it.
I don't. How is this what do you call it? A bench what?
A bench review.
So what does that entail? Because I've never even seen this
He
dude or
just looks
talked
at
to
the
him.
He looks at the report and the evidence, and he decides if there's enough evidence to say there's enough for arrest.
What the fuck? That dude needs to be fired.
Is Mr. K's turmoil making you peckish, Decker? What are you munching
That dude
on
actually
there?
needs to be fired. If,
you're eating
if we
ice.
have a judge that's just saying oh my god, this dude clearly doesn't even know how the shit works. He probably don't even know how the fucking the DNA just works in general. This is the problem. This is the exact problem.
I mean, I think the point is really that like context matters and having all the details matters, because right now he based his review off of what officers provided as evidence. He doesn't have your side.
So right? I'm saying, like, wouldn't he put the effort in to come just at least show his face? And
no, that's why. Well, show his face maybe, but like what I'm saying is a bench review is to review the PC of the warrant. There's nothing more to it besides reading the warrant itself. So if he says there's enough PC, the warrant goes through, but you're still allowed to bench trial it or appeal it.
All right, so I'm going to go to the court
I don't know how
and see how
people
long
blame
this
us for the
case is
problems
going
of
to
the
take
city
and see if he
when
is
you can
available straight
clearly see
after.
the problems of the
There's
city.
no one else replying. All right.
That's insane.
Man.
We just had
Yo,
fucking elections, and these motherfuckers don't even wake up.
I don't think this shit will ever be
crazy.
fixed.
Okay, this shit was. Hey, this
I think
this shit's been a problem since I've been a lawyer.
Fucked at its core. I know. I was calling this shit out fucking. It's always the same issue.
Yeah.
The problem is you got the people that make the big decisions don't even wake up in the city, so they don't even know how the fucking city works. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
how can a judge sit there and be like, "Yep, this is good"?
We did just learn.
Like, can he not put together like, okay, yeah, exactly, Richard, that brick, I can go throw that, and whoever's DNA's on there.
Yeah, but even if that judge approved it, there should still be a judge that should respond.
Give me a notebook, Rami. My pockets are full. Just put it on the ground.
I don't even have a
Then
notebook.
I throw this at a car. You're getting a warrant.
Yeah.
No. It was the other way around.
Well, now his DNA's on it now.
I mean, Decker literally just proved your point, because you gave him the thing, and then he said there's 5 DNA things on it, but he said it was you. Yeah. Yeah, it's just. It makes me wish Nino was there.
No, if you put it on the ground too, it works.
Yeah.
Let's go. I don't know where
But
our
if you
car
hand
went.
it, it doesn't.